Hello, all you amazing, wonderful people. Welcome back to the channel, IStandAlone Gaming, and today we're going to be playing some more Schedule 1. So in the last episode, we did a lot. We ended up buying a laundromat, trying to launder money. That is currently completed. We have to go and check that out. We unlocked meth, and we went to the warehouse and found out we can hire people. But yeah, there's just so much going on in this game at this point. But with that being said, I think this episode is going to be like a jump around episode. I'm probably not going to show a lot of the growing. There will be growing and stuff like that. However, we need to make sure we get enough money that we can purchase new property. If we're going to start cooking new product and making new product, we have to unlock a new area. I don't want to start cooking a new product in this building. So yeah, that'll be our first goal, is hopefully getting that. We have to go collect our laundered money. I guess we could try to finish the main story since we have both those in the hotel room right now. But yeah, that's pretty much my goal for this episode. So we'll see how much we're actually going to jump around. But for right now, we have to water the plants here and head to bed. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, we're all watered up. Let's go ahead and bed. Halfway through Peddler 3. We are back. Ready to drop is ready behind the supermarket. All right, so we got to pick that up. We're going to go ahead and finish ordering these real quick, and then we're going to go pick that up. We're going to go check out the laundromat, see if we have to collect the money or if it just automatically got deposited. And then we're going to head to probably the property guy and see if we can purchase a property. So we'll see how everything goes, but that is the plan. So we got one more here. Let's go ahead and finish this. We'll run out, collect our dead drop. Actually, we can do it on the way back. So let's go to the hotel room here. We'll finish doing the cook or whatever it is we need to do in this area. So we need to, I'm assuming, pick this up, and then we need to put that in the oven. So here we go, and then just hit begin. What is it? Open the oven door. Okay, simple enough. There we go. Close the oven door. Simple enough. Start oven. And six minutes. So we'll have that going while we're running over here. But if we collect the dead drop on the way back, we won't be carrying illegal products until we pick it up. So I like that idea better. So here we are at the laundromat. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, it just automatically got deposited, which it did. And that means we could start another process. So it does do 2,000 at a time. Let's go ahead and just launder the full amount. And it's going to take all the way up to 24 hours. So it takes a full day to launder all that money. All right, let's head back to the property management guy. We're going to see if we can purchase a property right away. If we can purchase property, we probably won't have to skip around too much. We could just go right into kind of setting up that property for a new product. So let's head over here. We got Ray's Real Estate. Sweet baby Ray's. To purchase property. 5,000 in the bank. So if we can deposit, is it Friday? I don't think we can make a deposit. So we will probably be skipping around. We reached our $10,000 limit the other day, and yeah, we're definitely at our limit. So we're gonna have to wait for that money to launder before we can even do anything with that. So it is what it is, but it's, you know, necessity, if I can speak properly. So let's go ahead and collect this dead drop. I'm gonna go through the whole day pretty much, selling and making product, and make sure we take care of our customers and dealers and all that stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and do all that, probably just skip over it until we are ready to either deposit more money or we have more money in the bank and able to make the property purchase. So just one of those things that we have to do, and that's what we're gonna do. So I will see you guys once we are back and ready to make the purchase. All right, real quick, we're in the middle of getting all our money and deals in order. We're gonna finish this bake, so let's go ahead and open up the oven. Collect. It looks like we got to beat it with a hammer. There we go. And then we got 10 crystal. So there we go. And that's how that's done. Go ahead and save. I assume there'll be a phone call at some point, maybe after we sell, but yeah. So we'll definitely, if there's any more of the main story, we'll definitely come back for that. But in the meantime, like I said, we're just going to be focusing on making money today and hopefully purchasing a new property. And then hopefully we can build a new production floor in that property. So, all right, all you lovely people, we are back at base. And one good thing I noticed, even though it says 4 a.m. and technically the time has stopped on your phone, the laundered money still continues. So we did launder that money. As you can see down in our credit, we have 5,008. Reason it's at 5,000 is because I spent like an extra $100 to purchase more bags and stuff, and other stuff that we need. There's a few things that I want to take care of tonight. I want to go to the cash store and buy stuff with cash over at the warehouse. Make sure I purchase that stuff, bring it back home. And then I also want to make sure that we water these, and then I'll pretty much be back right before we sleep. As soon as we wake up, we're going to go purchase that new property and see how things go with that. We are going to be lacking funds to start up, but we'll have to see how things go. Or we could purchase it in cash at the warehouse and kind of have things ready to go and ready to rock. But it's really hard to say because I don't really know how the new property is going to look. So before I even get ahead of myself, I'm just going to go ahead and take care of all the purchases. I'm basically just going to buy bags and jars and stuff like that from the warehouse in cash. That way I don't have to dig into my ATM money. And then tomorrow we'll use the ATM money to purchase the new property. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys right before we head to bed. All right, so we are back, ready to sleep. We bought a bunch of stuff to hopefully make our life easier tomorrow once we purchase a new place. We got grow lights. We have the automatic soiler, the automatic waterer. We bought some, straw flower pots, where it drains water faster, but it also makes the plant grow faster. But if we have couple that with the automatic waterer, I assume it'll be a little easier. So we're going to go ahead and sleep. We'll collect the dead drop tomorrow. But once we get the new property, set everything up, and see how things are going to go, we're going to upgrade to green crack. And there's a reason I decided to do this. So if we go to products, we look at green crack. Addictiveness is 34%. We're currently selling sour diesel. Addictiveness is only 10%. However, you go to Granddaddy, 0. Go to OG Kush, 0. And then obviously we have the stuff that we made, which is pretty cool. Wow, we should probably make more of this. 85%. Crazy. So maybe we'll end up making more of that, but we'll see how it goes. For now, I just want to strictly sell this, and hopefully that'll work out for now. So what we're going to do, I mean, it's already the end of the night. We sold everything. We're going to swap this over, and there we go. So we're not going to list this yet. We're going to make a bunch and then list it. But yeah, I think we're looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and go to sleep. We're now Peddler 4. Nice, we unlock a chili. Peddler 5, I think we unlock a new item, or a new production item. Let's go ahead and grab the dead drop quick. Actually, we'll grab it on the way back. Let's go to the property guy. Purchase that property. Oh, almost got ran over by the cops. So yeah, we're gonna run to Ray's real quick. We could launder more money if we had it, but we don't have it right now. But yeah, so we ended up giving about 4 or 5 more jars to our dealers. They were looking pretty good. They had about 2 left a piece. In the last, was it last episode? I think it was in the last episode. I gave them about 7 jars, and they had 2 left. So I gave them 4 more, which gives them 6. So hopefully that'll last them a day or 2. But now that we're hopefully going to start automating things, hopefully it's going to be much better. So Let's go ahead and make this purchase. There we go. So now we should be able to go to our map. And we have a storage unit owned over here. Hopefully it's a little bit bigger than just a storage unit, but we gotta go and check it out. If it is just a storage unit, I don't know if 5 grand was worth it considering we got the whole apartment for 800. So I think I knew where it was. Could be over this way. Where's my map? Yeah, we're going the right way. We're down here a little bit. I'm curious if it's this whole area or if it's just the one storage unit. Oh, it's bigger than it looks. Well, this could work. Don't have any lights. There we go. A little bit bigger than it looks. Maybe we'll do... It's nice and open though. There's nothing blocking the way. So we are going to move our stuff over here. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure the plant's finished growing. And once we can move everything over, I'll bring you guys back in and kind of check it out, how we build it. So, all right, so hopefully we got everything that we need. We're going to go head back over to the storage unit and see what we can do. So I bought some light stands. I bought air pots. I bought LED grow light. I ended up spending about 5 grand. Bought the auto soiler and the auto water. What the hell are you doing there, lady? Anyway, our area should be right here. Got a little distracted by that lady, but yeah, so we should be ready to rock. So what we're gonna do is try to build this in a way that we could set them up like so, right? And then hopefully this makes our life easier in the long run. At least that's the hope. So I think maybe in the next episode or maybe soon, our next purchase is going to be employees. So we'll see how everything goes here. See how everything runs here. If it seems like it's too much for just me to handle, I'll definitely be purchasing employees. But for now, this is what we're going to work with. Yeah, looks good. Got a water tap over there. And, I think we're pretty set. So I mean, it looks good. Whether or not it runs good is yet to be determined, but I think this is going to work out really well compared to our old setup. I mean, it looks better. I like the lights. The pots should be... Do I actually got to put soil in here? So I think I got to actually put soil in there, so I'm going to have to bring soil over, which is fine. Didn't expect it all to be automatic. However, we're going, like I said, we're going to be doing green crack now. So yeah, we're going to do soil, get soil set up. What else do we need? I feel like we're missing something. We need to bring a packaging station, and we also need to bring a, I think we'll bring a mixing station over. You know what? We'll leave the mixing station out for now, but we are going to bring over a packaging station so that way we could package on site. And yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. And that way we could just bang out as much product as we potentially could, at least with the current setup. So at least that's the goal. And that way, even if we have an overabundance, we could start doing mixes and stuff like that. I'd rather have an overabundance where we can just kind of do whatever we want with it. But I also feel like there's got to be a better way to do storage. Like, you can only hold 20 at a time, and it's just like tedious, and it's like, I don't know. Maybe that's something in the future, but for now, this is what we got to work with. So I do have a packaging station, MK2, that I'm going to put over there. And yeah, so let's go ahead and take care of that. I do have some plants growing right now, but these are sour diesel. So a little behind on the ball there, but we do have a bunch of sour diesel kind of ready to rock. Let's take the soil. We're going to need to purchase more soil. And if we're going to be using this setup, I also want to see if I use PGR or some other, maybe the quality one. Maybe it will have better quality with the better plants, better lights, all that stuff. It's yet to be determined, but I also want to check it out. I wonder if we can open this door. No, you can't. So here we are. Let's see if we can. Yeah, there we go. We can just. Oh, that's so much quicker too. That's cool. All right, cool. Let's do that. Dispense, dispense, dispense. Yeah, that's so much better, honestly. Just let it do it for me. That's amazing. So let's hop in, do the green crack. We don't have any money to purchase PGR or anything like that, so we will do one without, see how fast it grows, see how fast we have to cut it. And so the light that I bought is supposed to increase the speed by 15, and the pot we bought is also supposed to increase it by 15. So it should be a 30% increase in grow time. So we should be really good. All right, looking good, looking good. Yeah, that's the whole point. Contains the seed, 3% growth. So it does seem like it's growing pretty quick. Probably not going to wait around for the whole time. Definitely going to have to come back in a couple hours and check and make sure that we're rewatering and everything like that. However, we should be able to take out or flip up these other plants at our other base. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, package a bunch of stuff up for tonight, make sure that we're ready to go for all of our deliveries and stuff like that. And then once the other stuff is grown, I'll bring you guys back in and we can kind of check that out together and we'll see how everything works out. So yeah, see you in a minute. All right, we are heading back to check on our stash here. We have everything ready to go for tonight. Holy crap, it grew real quick. All right, so we're gonna need some storage here. Fudge. I'm gonna have to go drop off stuff and grab storage racks tomorrow for sure, once we get some cash on us. Maybe even tonight. I wonder if I can purchase them over at the warehouse and then bring them over. But yeah, we're gonna need some storage over here. So let's go ahead and drop this off in the corner. It's our packaging station. So once we get all this set up and ready to rock, we'll start packaging and get everything ready to go. Another cool thing I like about having these automatic boilers, it does not create trash. So far the only issue or the only trash we're making is for the seed itself. So hopefully tomorrow we can have some like PGR, or maybe I'll do a test run of PGR and the increased quality and see how that goes. But yeah, we're gonna start trimming these and see how things go. Does seem like it has like an increased output. We got 12 from that one plant. Interesting. So it definitely seems like there's better output for this plant for whatever reason, or at least maybe it's the seed. Because when I was doing the sour diesel, it was giving me 8 per regular plant, whereas this is giving me roughly 12 per regular plant, and I did not include PGR. On the side note, Benji and Molly both ran out of product. We have a bunch of jars in our inventory ready to give them. I think we're going to try to give them about 8 apiece, and then obviously do the rest of our sales for the night. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is drop off a bunch of stuff, come back and trim all this up, and hopefully regrow before 4 a.m. Nope, not going to happen. So we will regrow, and I think we're going to plant in the apartment over there one more time, and then we're gonna transfer everything over to here. It's just so much faster. But I definitely think that's what we're gonna be doing. It just, like, literally, I went to go package everything and came back and it was already here. So basically what I'm thinking is if I package everything here, I can literally turn around and reharvest if that's how fast it's going to go. So far it seems to be the case. So we're definitely going to be moving our area over here. Maybe potentially purchasing someone to harvest and cultivate for us, and that way they can just keep that whole loop going on their own. We'll have to see how things go, see how much people can actually handle, and yeah, I think that's how it's going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and drop all this stuff off. I'll come back and grab that stuff. Gotta harvest that other stuff, and we're going to need to drop off a lot of the product back here so that we can package it. Even though we have a packaging station over there, we do not have storage over there, so we won't be able to store bags or jars or anything like that anytime soon. But yeah, this is going to be definitely very interesting and increase our production greatly, and I can't wait to see what the next property is going to bring. So let's go ahead and trim all these up. You guys know the deal already, so I'm going to go ahead and trim all these up. We'll see how much we have all together. If it's 12 apiece times 6, should be 72, so it's going to be a lot. This is gonna suck. Can I? There we go. Can I do this? Yeah, there we go. All right. So yeah, having that pole right in the middle kind of sucked a little bit. Just have to be careful how I click that one, which is fine. But yeah, they definitely seem to have more buds on them, which is fantastic. If I would have known that, I probably would have bumped to these quicker. But I also don't know if it was the potting or the grow lights or anything like that. Maybe the grow lights are actually 15% quality or quantity, and the potting was 15% faster. I'll have to check the descriptions once we go to the warehouse. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. So we'll have to keep this going and see how things can perpetuate. Hopefully it keeps going. I'm trying to think of ways that we could kind of increase production or room, but I don't see it happening. The only thing I could think of is maybe have like a bunch of storage along this wall, but long ways, like this, you know, this way. And that way we can store everything that we'll need for the person that we hire. And yeah, looking pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. I really am glad we went this route first. I'll have to do it again soon. But let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and go through all the purchases or the sales tonight. Make sure our dealers get some stuff, and we will continue again in the morning. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, we sold all of our product. Looks like we have maybe 60 bags left. So I think what we're gonna do, since we already have some green crack, we're gonna go ahead and swap over to green crack now. We can potentially sell some of our sour diesel with green crack in the next couple sales. Looking pretty good. Let's head back to base. I think we're gonna go to the warehouse and see if we can buy some storage quick before we head to bed. But definitely want to do that. We'll have to make sure that all of our plants are watered. Actually, we're ready to harvest here. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this, which means we'll have even more sour diesel. I end up giving our dealers sour diesel. I gave them 8 jars apiece. So we'll do one more day of sour diesel, and then we'll start green crack, and then that'll give us time to actually get an abundance of the green crack, because this is going to be the last batch. I wanted to make sure that we used all the soil, but this is going to be the last batch of sour diesel growing out of here, and I think we're just going to be not using this anymore. If we're going to be getting better quality, better product, faster product over in the other area, I think that's more beneficial, and we can reallocate this space for something else if the time becomes right. You know what I mean? Maybe we can move the meth stuff over here. That's methed up, but we can move the meth stuff. Jesus, say that 10 times fast. meth stuff over here, and then we can, you know, maybe utilize that. So we'll have to see, but I definitely really like the storage unit and how open it is, and we get to increase our production in that manner. So I definitely think we're going to be looking into hiring somebody while we're over at the warehouse. But let's go ahead. I'm going to clean up everything here. We're going to head to the warehouse. If I do purchase a person or hire a worker, I'll definitely be letting you guys know. I think you need to have a bed inside of the location if you are going to make a purchase of or a hire. I think you have to have a bed for them. Not 100% sure, but we will see once we get there. And yeah, that's pretty much how we're going to wrap up tonight. And let's see what we can do. All right, so we're here. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy. I want to hire somebody who can plant maintenance and harvesting. And obviously, keep in mind you'll have to provide a bed for this employee. So yeah, we have to go ahead and make sure that we have to put a bed in the storage unit. $1,000 signing fee. Clipboard in case you can use managed employees. Okay, cool. So we got a clipboard now, which use the management clipboard to assign the botanist. Where's the clipboard? Oh, okay. It's actually in our inventory. Well, we got to purchase a bed either way. That's not what we're doing. So we have to purchase a bed. And we have to purchase... What do we have to purchase? We have to purchase a bunch of soil. So let's go ahead and just buy 18 of these. And I also want to try PGR. We cannot buy PGR here. So tomorrow we'll have to buy PGR and the quality stuff, fertilizer. So purchased a bed for now. I'm going to go ahead and drop all this stuff off. I need to drop this stuff off, obviously. And we'll come back for the bed, and I'll see you guys at the storage unit in like 2 seconds. See ya. All right, so we're back. We put the bed in here. We have the, you know, notepad out here, and basically all I think we have to do, we're gonna have green crack, obviously. Additive, we're gonna try to do PGR for now. Oh, we can do multiples. Oh my lord, I did not know you could do multiples. Let's do all three. We have the cash. We're not going to obviously be able to... we're not going to be able to do any of this until tomorrow anyway, but we could set it up so that we're doing all three. And we're going to have to set up a destination and all that. Once we get storage... it should be fairly easy to make sure that we take care of all this. So definitely going to see what happens if we use all three. And if it turns out to be worth it, we're going to stick with it. If not, then we'll change the plan then. But for now, this is what we're going to be doing. Just means we... But you know what? We don't really have the room to store all three, though. We could probably fit, at most, if we do long ways, we could probably fit 6 shelves. We do... We'll try it. We'll see what happens. And like I said, if we have... if we have to adjust, we will. But for now, this is what we're going to be doing. All right, so that's set up. We have the packaging station. We're going to need to have a shelf where everything is set up and ready to rock. You can have up to 8 pots, so that's interesting. we can give him items in his inventory, I think. Let's set up the bed. Do we need 2 beds? Kind of confused. We can hit E on everything else except the bed. We'll have to figure it out. I think we're doing pretty good. I think this will end the episode, though. We got a lot going on. We have a lot we have to learn, and there's a lot we still have to do. Tomorrow we'll definitely be purchasing the shelves and all the PGR and stuff that we need, and fertilizer and all that. So hopefully, maybe even, I mean, I don't know. I want to say at least double our production of what we were doing, which would be phenomenal. And then whatever we have left over, we can start kind of like transitioning over to mixes and stuff like that, and just kind of meddle with that a little bit, see how that goes. And once we have like I don't want to say like a set priority, but once we start having like a really good feeling comfortable where we're at, maybe we can start dealing with the meth a little bit more and seeing how that goes. But yeah, at least that's the plan for now. So let's rock with it. All right, but with that being said, yeah, that'll be the end of this episode. Hope you really enjoyed it. It's been a pretty long episode, at least for me. Probably won't feel as long for you. Hopefully it'll be like a 30-minute, 40-minute video. We'll see. Depends on editing and stuff. There was a lot that we got done. But yeah, we ended up getting a lot done, I think, and purchasing a new property, setting everything up over here, seeing how that goes, finishing up our sour diesel production. All of our dealers have 8 jars right now. All the obviously sales are completed. But with that being said, really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like, and if you want to see more content of Schedule 1, please subscribe. Once I feel comfortable, I'll probably start releasing tips or things I wish I knew sooner video, especially when it comes to like certain things, like even your laundering can still activate even if it's after 4 a.m., which is nice. So even if it says 24 hours, literally you could literally start a launder at like 3:30, and you could let it run for the entire night, and you could just probably AFK. So I mean, I might even try that now, even at 4 a.m. See if that'll work. But yeah. But with that being said, thank you for your time, thank you for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Take care.